on in, come on in. I don't own the rights to the music. Just vibing. I don't own the rights to the music. Come on in. Share this live. Hey. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Who's the radio? Come on in, guys. Come on in. Hey, guys. Come on in. I don't own the rights to the music. I don't own the rights to the music. No copyright business here. But come on in. We are live. We are live. We are live. Come on in. We're going to get started in like 3 minutes, okay? Just go ahead and share this live. Hey. Hey, guys. All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing? We're going to get started once the music stops. We're going to get started. Good evening, everybody. Hi. Hey, everybody. Hi. I don't know what happened to Instagram, but I think it cut off. I think Instagram cut off. Hey, guys. Okay. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, give me some thumbs up or give me some likes. Something. Give me something. I think because of the music, it blocked it. But if you can hear me, go ahead and give me some likes. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Facebook can hear me. Can you guys hear me over here on TikTok? TikTok, let me know if you guys can hear me. Good evening to everybody. I want to say happy Sunday evening. Hi. I am live. Thank you guys so much for joining. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, TikTok, can you hear me? Okay, perfect, Andrea. Hi. I'm going to get started. If you've never been on any of my live, right? I get real hype, real quick, and real tired, real quick, okay? I be running out of breath when I go live because I don't get excited. And like I don't just start sweating and like I don't call it anxiety, but I don't just start, So I just want y'all to know I get real hype, real quick, and real tired quick too, okay? But good evening, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining this live. So if you have been paying attention, and I just want y'all to know, I have Facebook in front of me. To my right, I have TikTok. To my left, I have Instagram. Okay, so if you see me moving right or left, it is because Facebook is directly in front of me. TikTok is to my right and Instagram is to my left, okay? So thank you guys so much for joining. If you have been paying attention to my social media, you guys may have noticed that I dropped for the entire month of June. So this idea came up last week. Last week I was working here in my home office. I was working and I was like connecting with God while working, right? And it just dropped in my spirit, go live for 30 days and be consistent for the 30 days, okay? Go live for 30 days and be consistent because there are people who needs to hear what you have to say. And I'm like, man, people probably getting tired of me talking, but it's like, No, because they're in your DMs. They're sending messages. They're sending emails. They're sending text messages, you know? So, it was like, go live for 30 days. And I'm like, 30 days? I got to do my makeup every day for 30 days? I got to make sure my hair on fleek. Well, I always make sure my hair's on fleek, but, you know, I got to wear makeup for 30 days. I got to make sure, well, my nails are always kept. So I got to wear makeup for 30 days. Okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do that. I'm like, well, what are you going to talk about? And it just, like, it came to me, everything that you're doing, Toya, people need to know. Everything that you're doing. Hi, Instagram. I don't go on Instagram too much. I don't go live on Instagram at all, actually. So thank you guys so much for joining. TikTok. I've never gone live on TikTok. So this is my first time going live on TikTok. So thank you guys. Please share, tag. I don't know how the functionalities of TikTok is. So if it's a share, if it's a tag, however you let others know that I'm live, do that for me. And Facebook, I love Facebook. It's very user-friendly. I've been using Facebook for a very long time. I go live on Facebook like in my sleep, okay? So share this live, share it on your story, tag 3 friends, because trust me, you want them to join in. But anyhow, let me continue. So I made sure I wanted to be strategic, and I wanted to make sure I have structure. So I did jot down some notes. I want you guys to know this is going to, for the next 30 days, I'm going to be talking about everything that I do, but it's to help you guys get started, help you pivot, help you understand that it is okay to do more than one thing at the same time. And it's going to be a teaching moment. It's going to be coaching. So if you ever wanted to be coached by me and you didn't want to pay the money, this would be a good time for you to join my life for the next 30 days, okay? If you didn't want to pay a consultation fee or you didn't want to pay coaching, that is okay. For the next 30 days, I'm going to be going live, meaning every day, like Sunday to Saturday for the next 4 weeks. Absolutely. Yeah. But here's what it's good. So it's called Aligned and Elevated, right? And I'm looking at my notes. I want you to know I have to look at my notes. If I don't look at my notes, I'm going to just take a detour and I'm going to just go, okay? So I made sure I say, okay, hey, Toya, you got to make sure you stay on point. Try to keep this within an hour, so you don't get the people bored. Like, people ain't want to be here to be bored. You ain't want to be bored, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to be bored. Okay, so I made sure, like, for the next 30 days, like, I'm structuring my content. I'm structuring what I'm going to talk about and everything. So, Aligned and Elevated. Exactly what it says. Alignment. Make sure you are in place. And elevated means to go up, to increase, to grow. Okay? A lot of you are my name, let me introduce you. Just myself to you. I'm Toia Wallace. I gotta think about it because I go by Toya, right? But my name is Toia Wallace. I was born on the island of St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. My accent's still here, heavy. It ain't going no place. Thank you guys so much for joining. Share. Tag, please. There might be something at the end of this live or at the end of this week or at the end of this series for the person who shared more, tag more, who knows, right? So I was born in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas Virgin Islands. Woo! 340, VI in the building. Yeah. And I moved away. As soon as I graduated, a month later, I moved away, started my life in Florida, lived different places in Florida, and then moved to New York. Then I'm in Jacksonville. So I reside in Jacksonville, Florida. I have a lot of followers. I know I'm very impactful, but this is not just about me. This is about me and others, okay? Myself and others. And if you have been connected to me for some length of time, whether it's 1 month, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, 3 years, few months, and you have been paying attention and not necessarily just stalking me, but you have been watching my journey in different capacities, you know that, this girl do all kind of thing. I asked my husband the other day, Shane, if somebody was to ask you what your wife do, I didn't like his response, but it is what it is, right? I'm going to take something negative. In my opinion, it was negative, right? But for him, it wasn't. And I'm going to turn it into a positive. I said, if somebody asked you what your wife do, what are you going to say? He said, again, Toya? You always ask me that. I need to know what's going to come out your mouth. He said, she's an entrepreneur. She do that kind of thing. I didn't like that response because I'm like, that's not what you're going to tell people. I do that kind of thing. But I had to turn that negative into something positive. Listen, I am a serial entrepreneur. Never thought that I would have grown this much in the world of business. As a child, I knew from long I didn't want people telling me what to do. I just knew that because down to my parents, I was a little rude girl. I didn't want nobody telling me what to do. So I knew that something big, I would have grown into somebody huge or impactful or motivating or something to that extent. Just didn't know what it was, okay? So this 30 days, for the next 30 days, tap in. You can either come as it relates to the industry that you want to get into, because every day is going to be a different theme. So Sunday is Soulful Sundays, and I'm going off of my notes, guys. So do not chop me up, because I don't want to trip up. I don't want to trip up on what it is I'm supposed to talk to I about. So Sunday, I had to hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. I take a lot of notes. Because I just want to make sure that I'm capturing everything. So Sunday is Soulful Sundays, where we're going to talk about faith. Majority of people don't go to church on Sundays. I go to church on Sundays. So faith, purpose, alignment, and business. Mondays is Make It Happen Mondays. So that's where we're going to be focusing on business coaching and strategy. Tuesdays is Talk Real Estate Tuesdays. Because if you didn't know, I am a licensed Florida realtor. Yes, if you didn't know, now you know. And if you did, you need to be calling me when you're ready to buy your house, sell your house, something to do with real estate. Okay? So that's Talk Real Estate Tuesdays. We're going to talk about, buyer, seller, like, hey, is it a good time to buy a house? My experience as a realtor, because I became a realtor October of last year. So I haven't been a realtor for 1 year. So I could just talk to you about my journey, what I learned, what I didn't learn, how, I'm going to be transparent and tell you guys about me, not anybody else's story. Okay. Wednesday is going to be Wealth Building Wednesdays. We're going to talk about hard money lending, funding, passive income investment. About 2 months ago, I became a hard money broker. And you're probably wondering, well, what is that? A hard money broker is dealing with real estate. A broker that gets you money, point blank period. Stray away from the traditional mortgage option where you got the 30-year mortgage. No, this is really geared towards real estate investors or people who are investors already, or they're trying to get into real estate investing. So if you know and you have some money, $15,000 on the side, we can get you funding. So we're going to talk about that on Wednesdays, Wealth Building Wednesdays. On Thursday is Thrive with Toia Thursdays, okay? That's where I'm going to talk about the lab business, because I have a clinical lab and I also corporate train. I train individuals how to open up their lab from the ground up. I'm talking about, what should I name my business to? I have clients walking in my door already, okay? Everything that you need for a full service clinical laboratory. Friday is Freedom Fridays, where we're going to be talking about travel and lifestyle. Because if you paid attention about 2 weeks ago, I dropped the soft launch. I am a travel agent, a travel advisor, because guess what? If you don't know, I like to travel just like anybody else, right? But no, I really like to travel. Like when I'm stressed out, I can't go shopping or say, let me go to the bar and drinks with friends. No. I need to get out of Jacksonville, period. And I get stressed out pretty often. Like every week I want to get out of Jacksonville, okay? So I became a travel agent because for me, if I can get paid as a travel agent, I'm going to be going any which way. I'm going on that trip. Whether you like it or not, I'm going, okay? You're either coming or you ain't coming, but I'm going. I want to go out of town. I don't care. Let me get out. If I'm going to book these hotels, book these flights, book the cruises, if I'm going already, might as well I get paid for it. It just makes sense. I am a business person, okay? I think about these things, okay? On Saturday is Scale It Saturday. So we're going to talk about systems. In my coaching, systems, scaling, okay? Wherever you're at, how can you increase your profit? How can you do better? What can you eliminate? What can you bring on board to make things better, to make your streamline your operations, okay? So this is the theme. Align and elevate it every day. Guys, I am a business consultant, okay? well, I should just say business strategist because I've tapped that, but business consultant, let's just use that term, but I'm a strategist. So strategist is people who strategically, we use that word in the actual definition, like make things happen with out of the world ideas. I am a licensed realtor. You don't believe me? Go look it up. It's on DBPR. You don't believe me? Go look it up. I ain't gotta lie. I'm a hard money broker. You didn't need a license for it, but because I'm a real estate agent, a realtor, it was even easier. You don't have to even be a realtor to become a hard money broker. You don't got to be licensed either. Okay, it just gives me a pull because, I know about the industry already. I am a clinical lab director. I own my own lab and I help others. I'm a corporate trainer and I have my own travel agency. So anything that I'm talking to you guys about, please know that I've dabbled in it. I have experience in it. I have the business to show proof. Please know that I do it every day. I'm not going to talk to you guys about anything that I haven't touched, anything that I haven't worked through, experienced, anything, none of that, okay? So, with further ado, give me some likes. Everybody, give me some likes. Give me some likes. Let me make sure that you guys are still here and listening. Please let me know where you are listening from. Just put your city, your state. Let me know where you're listening from. I am so excited for the next 4 weeks, guys. Y'all gonna be seeing me on my red lipstick because that's my favorite, okay? Red just do something to me. It just make me feel like I could take over the wall. Not the world, but it make me feel like I could take over the wall, okay? So before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and say a prayer. Father, I thank you for every person tuning in today. I thank you that you are the author of purpose and the giver of vision. Tonight we come before you with open hearts and open hands, ready to align with you, with your will, and with the where we will walk in the fullness of what you have called us to do. Remove any confusion, replace it with clarity. Let this be a divine moment of realignment and breakthrough for someone who is watching, who is listening, somebody who may be watching the replay. We surrender our plans to you and ask that you breathe on our businesses, our ideas, our visions, and our dreams. Let everything we do bring you glory in Jesus' name. Amen. I need y'all to know that, I'm a God-fearing woman, so if you don't want to hear that, it ain't too late. You can get off right now, okay? So, if you do read the Bible, and I'm not talking about reading every day, because I don't read my Bible every day. I tell you right now. This is true. I don't read my Bible every day. I need to, but I don't. But there's a scripture, and I know you guys may have heard it in jargon, people just having conversations or coaches. You have heard it. Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that read it. Simple. You might be like, well, what are you talking about? Write the vision. Get you a journal. Get you a vision board. Whatever it is, write it. Whatever you are thinking, write it. Whatever you are thinking, write it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, write it. That's it. That's it. How I became a business consultant. I became a business consultant by default. By default, I was helping people start their business without knowing that that's consulting services. That's consulting business. What you do until they tell me like, hey, you should do that. I'm like, I don't know why you're talking about because I didn't have a problem showing people what to do for free. Like I never put a price tag on it. I never put a price tag on it. I used to work for corporate America in call centers, medical supplies, call centers. I used to work as a pharmacy technician when I used to live in the Virgin Islands. I worked at Walmart. I think my first job was Subway when I was in high school. And then I switched to Wendy's, them fast food place. I probably last 3 months, moved to the next while I went in high school. I worked as a pharmacy technician. I became a phlebotomist, but I realized I don't want to draw nobody blood. When I was living in New York, I did that. I didn't want to draw nobody blood, but I just got the certification, and then that was it. I went to school. I have an associate's degree in paralegal studies. I have a bachelor's degree in business management. And I have a master's degree in criminal justice. That's different. You're like, well, that's different industries. Yes, but guess what? I am well educated. I'm well knowledgeable. And I'm not saying you have to go to school to be educated and knowledgeable. I'm saying I am using that as leverage. Okay? I didn't know that. Later on in life, these things would have helped me. Do you understand? And I'm not saying you have to go to school. I'm just telling y'all my story. I was helping people start business because guess what? I used to sell hair. You know, I used to color hair and I became a notary. I used to do a lot of things. I used to offer a lot of services for snowbirds that live up north, right? I wanted to come down here. I wanted to buy a property and they needed pictures and videos, things like that. I've been a notary. This is like my 4th commission. Absolutely. My 4th commissions. I've been a notary for 8, 12, 16 years. That's a long time. You know, I got into the beauty industry. I'm a licensed esthetician. You don't believe me? Go and look at Florida DBPR, and you will see my name. I'm a Wallace. IMAWALLACE. So it's no lie there. Still licensed, up to date, just renewed. Just actually took my CEUs like about a week ago. Okay? I became a realtor, became a hard money broker. Let me tell you, ain't nothing that I can do. And guess what? My ultimate goal when I became a realtor was to really do real estate development. But I needed to learn. I believe in learning from the ground up. I teach like that. I teach the same way from the ground up. I always wanted to become a developer. But I didn't know the language. I didn't know the jargon. I didn't know where to go, how to start, none of that. You don't have to be a realtor to become a real estate developer. But for me, I know how I learned. And I know when I learn something, how far I'm going to take it. Some people think mediocre. You guys may have heard me say, ain't nothing local about me. And I mean that. I don't think small. I never think small. People will look at me like, you crazy. You're like, how are you coming up with these things? Because that's just what it is. That's what God graced me with. So me becoming a realtor, I chose that route first because, of course, financial freedom, you know, all that. But I knew I wanted to be a developer where you see them skyscrapers, where you buy land and you create. That is me. I think commercial. I don't think small. Nothing is wrong if you think small. Sometimes it's just that is what you're exposed to until you're exposed to people like Toia Wallace. Do you understand? So I became a business consultant by default. I didn't know that's what I was going to do. I was just helping people. Toya, you know how to do this? And guess what? They ask me if I know how to do it, and sometimes I don't know, right? But you know what I go do? I'm like, yeah, I gonna let you, give me a few minutes. I gonna go look it up, and then look it up some more, and then see, well, that don't make sense. And make sure just make sure it's factual so I could be able to give them the information. And guess what? I would be winging it. I'd be like, well, this is what you do, boom, boom, boom. And they come back and say, oh my God, Toya, I'm so happy I asked you because I did just what you said. Oh my God, Toya, da, da, da. You know what? So that keep happening. And in different industries. And I'm like, Lord God, you teaching me about construction, baby? I don't want to be wearing no hard hat. God, you teaching me about I don't know. God, me, you know? But guess what? People keep saying, do it. I finally became a business consultant. And just so you know, you don't have to go to school to become a business consultant, but I have a master's. So I leverage my education degree, even if it's in criminal justice, I leverage that. The reason, let me tell y'all, well, after I got my bachelor's business management, I wanted to go law school. I really wanted to become a lawyer. 2 things, a lawyer and a pilot. Could y'all believe this? A lawyer and a pilot. But I mean, it requires working for people until, right? But it's a long time school and all that. Lawyer and pilot. But then school expensive. Hear what I'm saying? A lawyer and a pilot. Like what? If I had to choose a career where I'm clocking in for somebody, or it ties to, it would be a lawyer or a pilot. I'm thinking big, guys. I'm sorry. Big. Okay? Like, I'll be the one talking to you and say, hey, like, we're going to land in an hour. You know, that's just what it is, right? So, but I went ahead, I got my business degree, bachelor's, and it was easier for me to get a master's degree than to go to law school. It was more cost effective and it was less time. I was able to get my master's in, a typical master's, even if you have full-time students, we just consider 1 or 2 classes, depending on the school you go to. It could take you 2 years, sometimes 3 years. I was able to finish my master's program in 1 year. What's the 1 year and 2 months? 14 months. So when they told me the track, when they told me the framework, this is what it looks like, And I was like, well, attorney, lawyer, 3 years, and maybe 3.5, because I might probably be going full-time. I mean, part-time. I don't know, 3 years, 14 months. I just went ahead and said, let me do that. And first of all, it was way cheaper than spending $130,000 back then for law school. Back then was $130,000. I don't know what it is now. But back then, so I just went ahead and did that. So I use my educational background for leverage. And when I say that, I don't be talking legal jargon and stuff to people. I don't do that. But if they say, well, did you go to college? I can say, yes, I have this, I have that. So to them, it's like you're more reputable. Even though it don't have anything to do with probably what they're asking me about. But when people hear that, it's more reputable. It's like, okay, well, cool. So I became a business consultant. I started helping people in different industries. The thing about it too, I don't believe in failure, meaning if I try something and it ain't work, I do not go crying in my bed. Like, I cannot tell you guys ever, and I'm not lying, I can't tell you, I can't remember no time. I cannot remember where something didn't work in business and I went and cried. Like, oh my God, I lost the money today. I never cried about losing money or losing clients. I never. Hey, J. Jill, never. And it's nothing bad. And I'm not going to say something good. I just never. I knew that when I decided to be full-time entrepreneur, I know it was a risk. Entrepreneur equals faith and risk taking, okay? That's a risk you're taking, period. It's a risk. You don't know if a client is going to come through your door or book a call or hire you to do the service. You don't know. You are really just trusting that God is going to send these people your way. God is going to make them hear you, inquire about you, see you on social media. Somebody you have helped before maybe pass your card along. You got to really trust that God, you're going to make these people come this direction so I can get a check. Let me tell you, entrepreneurship, it ain't easy. So anybody who ever make it look easy, but not make it look easy, but anybody who ever tell you it's easy, they're lying and they only been in there for 1 day. Entrepreneurship is not easy. You are taking a risk. You are taking a risk. But if you are determined that you're not going to work for anybody else, I promise you're going to get that check. If I tell my students in my clinical lab program, I tell them, let me tell you something. Don't be looking for profit in 3 months or 4 months or 6 months or probably within the first year. You will make money back, but remember, you spend money in the beginning. So what you think you're making, you need to recoup what you have spent to build a business. And I will tell a client, hey, if you're looking for a return within the first year, my program is not for you. You know why? Because you may not be busy. I can help you from the bottom up, but if your location is just not the right location, there's nothing we could do about it. You got to figure out ways, So entrepreneurship is not easy. It is faith. It is risk taking. You got to trust that this is what God called you to do. I have had good days and bad days. I probably feel like I had more bad days than good days, but listen, when I put on my lipstick, you can't tell me I ain't a boss. Hey, when I put on this red lipstick, when I see me shop, you can't tell me that I'm kicking shit. I did this say that. I'm sorry. You cannot. You cannot. I know my stuff. If it ain't work, it ain't work, but I know my stuff. You got to be so confident. You got to be so confident. You got to be so confident. I've had months where I made so much money, and then I have months where I didn't. And sometimes if you have a bad spending habit, I don't have bad spending habit, but I take my money and I put it back in my business. Brianna called India. I don't really save like I should as much. Save, but I don't like what I should. I don't, because I just put it back into my business, or I find another business venture to put it into, because my goal is future, long term. If I have it and I save it and I die, somebody is going to enjoy it. That's a problem, because it's my blood, sweat, and tears. Not saying they shouldn't, and not they, Brianna. Not saying she shouldn't, but I need to be able to enjoy it a little bit to, live the dream or go ahead and pursue what it is that I wanted to pursue. So I put my money back into my business or tap into another business venture. I need y'all to understand that. I take the risk. I do. I'm like, God, I want to do this or whatever I do. Not only that, Somebody once told me, my pastor's mom, Mother Khan, she said, that's my mama. She said, Toya, you are so brilliant. But she said, a lot of the ideas you may get, some may be for you, and some may be for you to get to pass on to people. So not every idea that I have may be for me to launch that business. It may just be for me to go into that business venture, be quiet about it, learn it, master it, see the mistakes, all that, and then pass it on to somebody else, meaning, hey, you know you could do this? Pay attention to the type of clients I have, pay attention to the followers, whoever, or have that knowledge so when people ask me, I could say, well, yeah, you know what, you could do this because I've already tapped into it. Okay? I want to ask you guys, and you on here on live, and if you're watching the replay, make sure you put replay and you could ask your questions and I'll respond to them, even if I send you a DM or something. I have heard a lot of people, I want to be a business owner, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know what to do. Sorry, let me sip on my wine. Hold on there. Sip on it, okay? Little Stella Rose, ain't nothing to Little Stella Rose, okay? Listen. Come through, JJ, come through, come through, come through. She said she wants to join my travel group. Of course. Let's do this. Let's travel together. Let's make money together. Listen, a lot of people, I want to know, I want to do this, but I don't know what to do. Or I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't know what to do. All of that, right? Let me tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You don't have a business idea, but you've worked for at least 5-10 years. These are the questions you want to ask yourself. Well, I don't know what business idea to go, to tap into, but what are you good? This is what I'm going to ask you. What are you good at? What are you good at? Like literally think about the top 5 things that you're good at. Think about what do people come to you for? I figured it out. People come to me because they want to find out how to do certain things, how to start this, how to start this business, how to do this business. Sometimes, like I told you earlier in the slide, sometimes I didn't know, I didn't have any experience. But because you asking me, I could just be like, God, I don't know, but that's never me. Baby, come to me. If I don't know, I go find the answer for you. I go find it. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? What do people come to you for? Some of y'all want to start a business, but you don't know what to do. Let me tell you the first thing to start with. Let me tell you. You listening? I hope you taking notes, Are you listening? If you don't have any idea what to do, think about what people come and ask you about. What they ask you to fix. What are they inquiring? When they come to you, Tina, what are they asking you? When they come to you, JJ, what are people asking you? Oh my God, your skin looks so nice. What do you do to take care of your skin? Your skin look nice. Every time people see you, they ask you about your skin. Baby, and you're able to give them a response, then that means you need to get into skincare. And I ain't saying go become an esthetician. I'm just saying, if your products that you're using is working, if you have a system in place, you could either start with your products. If you are using products that you just buy in the store, but you have a regimen, you could become a skincare consultant. You don't got to be an esthetician to be a consultant, a skincare consultant. If you have a plan in place, a framework, a step-by-step regimen, create you an ebook on your skincare regimen and sell it. People come to you about saying, hey, like, I like how you do your twist, your natural hair. Like, every time I see you natural, I like how you do it. But you don't go to the style. Remember, you don't go to the salon. You just do your own twist. You know what products you use. You know how long it takes for you to shampoo that thick, fussy hair, part it and do all that. You have a system in place, right? And people like it. Guess what? You become a hair consultant, a natural hair consultant. You don't got to go to school for that. Be a solutionist. That's me. That's me all day. Be a solutionist. Whatever people come to ask me about, I have a solution for that. Now, I am not saying I know it all. But what you're not going to say is, Toya, don't know shit. That's not going to come out your mouth unless you're a hater. That's not going to come out your mouth. So what do you really want to do? It's not hard. If you've never been in working for yourself and you've always been working as a secretary, let's say you've been working in HR for so long, but you want to start your business because you're tired of these people telling you when you could go take a break and when you could go to the bathroom. But you've been working in HR department. You move from enrollment to onboarding to benefits, different parts of HR department. Baby, you can become an HR consultant. Absolutely. For real? Yeah. You have 5 years of experience in HR. You went from onboarding to recruiting to benefits. You went for all them departments and you telling me you ain't learn nothing. You just literally was there for a check. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Create a book. Create a book. An onboarding book. The world of HR. Like, create a book if you don't want to talk to people. And start pushing that book out there. You know, you can call yourself the HR consultant because even though you may not have a degree, but you have the years of experience, and that counts for something. It counts for a whole lot because, trust me, textbook don't teach you real life. Textbook tell you left, right, but step. Textbook don't teach you real life. It don't teach you real life. No. And I'm not saying that you can't learn from textbook. You can. What I'm saying is when you go in the real world and you start putting these things, it can help you navigate, probably cut down some time on operation or the way you're doing things. You could probably follow the steps, but real life, real experience. Yeah. So what are you good at? What do people come to you for? What do people come to you for? Now, here's a question. Well, I should say a statement. How do you recognize what is God-given versus a good idea? What is God-given versus a good idea? A good idea may make sense to you. A God vision brings peace, meaning, oh, that sounds good, that sounds good. But if you got to go back and forth and try to figure this out and do this, do all over the place for a good idea, guess what? It may not be God-given. And you might be able to do well in that. Very well. You might make 6 figures, but God-given might make you a millionaire. And it might be easier, more peaceful. The steps going to be in place. God going to just put things in place. I ain't saying he wouldn't put things in place for a good idea. But you got to go through a whole lot of hoopla, whole lot of hoops. When it's God-given, when it's a God vision, it brings you peace. Things happen. And when things don't work out how you want it, you don't feel no kind of way because you know this is God-given. You know what I'm saying? You know it's a God vision. Good ideas often appeal to logic, trends, or what's working for others. Stop living for other people. Don't look at everybody on social media and feel like they're doing this, I want to do it too. Don't do that. It should be inspirational for you to say, you know what, I want to build financial freedom. I want to be able to work for myself. I want to establish, financial security. But not because it worked, something that somebody is showing you or worked on social media, it means it can work for you. People don't show you the trenches. They just show you the success. I don't want to live off of somebody's success. Let me see how hard it was, what it took you. Because, baby, I don't come in thinking, oh, this happened overnight or in 3 months. And I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be so pissed that it ain't happened in 3 months overnight. Do you understand? God-given assignments may not make full sense, but it's going to bring inner peace. One thing too, God-given assignments will stretch you. Sometimes it take you out of an uncomfortable place. A comfortable place and put you in an uncomfortable place. Absolutely. Baby, I'm uncomfortable every day because it just be coming. But I'm okay. I have peace knowing that, listen, he giving me this. He giving me this. This is it. When I want to go and worry, it'd be like, what are you worrying for? Like, if you know that God gave this to you, what are you worried about? A good idea excites your flesh. A God idea ignites your spirit. Good ideas is going to fade because it's a trend. But God-given vision remains relevant and bears the fruit across seasons. A good idea is time-bound. A God idea is timeless. Y'all hearing this? So good ideas will fade. It will fade. It will fade. But anything that God gave you is going to remain consistent, remain relevant. Absolutely. You can be excited emotionally, but still unaligned spiritually. Please know that. A good idea may bring quick wins, but a God vision idea builds a legacy. God ideas are rooted in generational impact, so long lasting. Y'all talk about financial future, financial freedom, legacy building, generational wealth. That's God vision. That's not good ideas. No, we're not saying that God good ideas ain't, but you just got to make sure this is a good idea from God. How about that? Not just a good idea. No, is this a good idea from God? Is this God vision good idea? Okay? You have to ask yourself, will this matter in 10 years? And who will get the glory? Me or God? Because if it's going to be all about you, a good idea can come from you, but a God vision will come through you. You should be able to show up in a room and not say much and hold that power. I can say that now. And not now as in today, but I have that. I walk in that. I just got to show up. I don't got to say nothing. I just show up. I just show up. Practical ways to discern. Pray first, plan later. Invite God into your decision. That was something that I was never familiar with that. I just was doing my own thing. As I got deeper in faith with God, my relationship with him, I realized that, yes, I have to, talk to God about it. He already know I come in anyway, but it's including him. It's like you speaking to your spouse and you want to include, or you telling your best friend, include God, invite God in the decision making early, so that way he could give you the right strategy so you don't mess up or blow some money. Who guilty of that? Because I've blown some money. Yeah, because I was just doing it on my own. I ain't mad, but I blow, if I have to look back, I'm telling you, I blow money. Check your motives. Is this about purpose or platform? Ooh! Is this about purpose or platform? Is this ego or obedience? Ha! Is this ego or obedience? Are you doing this because it's purposeful? You're going to empower, you're going to motivate, you're going to help somebody move from one level to the next, and you're not taking the credit? Or this is just for a platform? Like, I want people to see me. Guys, I could care less. Because when I am not alive, people still send me a message and saying, hey, I want to purchase your program. Hey, I want to book a call with you. Hey, you did this. I'm interested. Hey. You know why? Because everything that I did was purposeful. And when I demonstrated into my students and my clients, they spoke for me. They went and do the work. They tell people, this is who I learned from. This is who I got it from. This is who, she will this, she will that. I ain't taking no glory. God said, let the people that will talk for you. So is this about performing an ego? This is about your ego? Like, want people to know what you're doing, what you're up about? Or this is about purpose? Now, you may not know what it is at this point, but it's okay. Get in alignment. When you see you want to do something, find people that's in alignment with what it is that you're trying to do. Watch them. I ain't saying copy. I'm saying watch them. Fact check. But you know what I'm saying? You want to be a baker, but you hanging around a mechanic. Absolutely not. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? No. You know what I'm saying? You align yourself with the industry, with people that's in the industry that you want to tap into. Be teachable. Be coachable. Be a student every time you walk in the room. That's me. They might say, why she look so mean? But baby, I'm a student. I'm a mean looking student. Because I ain't coming in acting like I know everything, because there might be one thing that I don't know and I want to hear it. That's it. Now, if you ask me a question, I might still play dumb and be like, I might, because, I ain't going to try to dummy down who I am now, but I don't walk in a room big, I don't walk in a room acting like I know it all. I just show up, I just show up. I just gonna show up. Well, who's that girl? I don't know. She have rhinestone on her jacket. I just gonna show up. That's it. But I'm gonna be a student when I show up. I'm gonna be a student when I show up. Okay? Seek confirmation. If you believe in God, through scriptures, wise counsel, prophetic words, peace in your spirit. I've got so many prophetic words, guys. If y'all have to hear, I got so many prophetic words, and let me tell you, I have to be successful. I'm telling you, if it's just based off of my words that I got, and I didn't give them to me, and the people them just see me on the street, the people them just see me at the airport, they see me in the truck. I didn't go and ask for it. I didn't even know what that was. But if I have to just go off of my prophetic words, guys, baby, I am a billionaire. Okay, we skipping millionaire. If I have to just go, did you guys see? And this is not about me. I just want y'all to understand. If you paid attention on my Facebook, I posted it on my Facebook, and I think I put it on my Instagram, but I know it's on my Facebook. And it was January of 2023. I think January 15th or 16th. And I posted it. I was at my church, the location in Charlotte. And it was this African pastor from Canada that he's from Ghana. Ghana. And, he asked us to sow a seed. I didn't know, no. He just asked us to sow a seed. And I went up and sow a seed. It was a $200 seed. I can remember that. $200 seed. And I'm like, God, let me tell you something. I was like, God, okay, I could sow this 200. Don't ask for no more. Let me tell you something. When I went up, it was a lot of people that went. I was in the far back. One place I like to stay is in the back. In the far back. So it was a whole heap of people in front of me. And let me tell you, he was prophesying, talking to a couple other people while he's, talking and declaring about the seed and whatever. And when he finished with one person, he come in the middle to say, okay, let's go ahead and collect the seed. And while he is talking in the center, he said, okay, da. And he stopped and he looking at me. But me, he looking at me. But he just do this. And he said, you, what you do? And I looking back because I didn't know he talking to. But I all the way in the back. And he said, no, you, what do you do? And I said, in my little voice, I own a lab. He said, you do what? I could remember. I own a lab. He said, come, you go to church here? And I said, yes. That's your pastor. You go to church here? Yes. He said, God is going to make you a bank. Do you guys know what that is? B-A-N-K, a bank, okay? And I don't know no poor bank. He said, God is going to make you a bank. He said, I saw God lift you up, raised you up to be a financial pillar. But he said, I'm going to raise your seed from $200 to $1,200. I didn't have that $1,200 that night. I did not. And while he is saying this, I said, God, what are you doing? You're trying to embarrass me here tonight in front of these people because I can't write that check tonight. Not tonight. And he said, tomorrow you're going to bring me $1,200. And I said, huh? I said, well, God, you're going to drop a strategy right now so I could hurry up, come up with that. Because everything that I'm here for, and my money's planned out already. I ain't got an extra $1,200 to give. Okay? He said, go behind me and stand up here. And he told the people in the audience, he said, I see her lifted and pulling down every single currency. Let me tell you something. If I just have to go off of the prophetic words, that's just one. But after the prophetic words I get, I am a billionaire. I am not saying that to brag. I am saying that to let y'all know, me, little old me, who just was trying to fit, who was given the business consultant title just by helping people willingly, who don't mind taking risk. I will try it, and if it don't work, I move on to the next thing. That's it. Me no business. Me no get vexed. Me no push up my face. Me no do none of that. No, I am willing to do what it is I have to do legally. You know what I'm saying? With God, with the vision. I asked God, like, you got to. Guess what? I went back in the seat. I made a post in my private group. And guess what? I got that literally when I went back to my seat. And I was like, okay, God, I knew entrepreneurship is for me. I knew before that, but I'm just trying to tell you, when you are connected, when you're alignment, when you're seeking God, like, you're going to know he's going to show you. He's going to show you sometimes we want stuff before time and it's too soon. And it's too soon. Figure out, hey, I want to start a business. What can I do? All you have to do is think about what people come to you for. What are they asking? What are they sending you a DM to ask you? My father always here. My parents always here. You know, I have friends that say, Toya, I go in such and such, book this ticket. I going to the doctor, book this ticket. Toya, book this. I told you I'll always book. Hey, check this hotel out. Oh, we got to go out of town. Oh, I'm planning. Guess what? I was just tired of booking and not getting paid for it. Not saying I was trying to get them to pay me. What I'm saying is be strategic. I'm going to book the flight anyway. I'm going to book the cruise anyway. Become a travel agent. Just do it. This is my third time trying it because the first 2 times, the people who I was under, they just suck. And I'm just saying it publicly. It just didn't work. They just, no. And I'm a leader. I'm a coach. I'm a trainer. I know what it is when I need training. I know what it is to be a good trainer, a good coach. So if you can't coach me to make money, we're not doing this. This is my third time trying. And baby, I've been there for 2 weeks. And I've already hit a rank and unlock money because I have 4 people already under me. You know why? That's God. How am I going to pull down all these different euros? And he said, I see you pulling down euros, pounds. You touching every caliber of money. Baby, I got to go over there. Let me go over there. I got to go touch those. Let me go over there to those foreign places that he's talking about because I need to get the euros and pounds. I'm going to be worth euros and pounds. I'm going to be worth all this like yang and all. Hello, I got to go over there. So me becoming a travel agent is not necessarily, because I got a prophetic word. It was just strategic. It aligned. When I tried the first 2 times, it wasn't the right time. It was not the right time. But guess what? Taking something negative to a positive. It opened my mind to the opportunity. I tried the second time. It opened my mind even grander to the, and grander is not a word, okay? To the opportunity. The third time, I didn't need to be encouraged, pushed. I didn't need to be coerced. None of that. Nobody put a gun to my head. I was a coach. I'm a coach, and I knew what questions I needed to ask before I joined. And when I was able to get the responses, I knew it was, okay, this is the right time. 2 weeks. I have 4 people under that came, right? Unlocked money. And guess what? It's not just about me, because I'm going to teach them. You know why? Because I'm already a coach. And what I was looking for was a coach that could teach me properly, right? I'm already a coach. I already have a framework in place for my other business ventures, for people who I coach. All I got to do is apply it to this one here. And not just me go make money. We are going to make money. You have to know when it's God's vision and not just a good idea. You have to know, what do people come to you for? What do people come to you for? How can you help them? How can you help them? Listen, it's a simple framework. Vision, alignment, and strategy. That's it. Vision, alignment, and strategy. Vision, alignment, and strategy. I am so excited about this live series because it's going to help me to get back into social media. But not only that, it's not even about that. There are people who needs my help. Okay, but God is using me. Let me say that God is using me to help people, whether you could afford it or not, whether you're thinking about starting, whether you're fearful, whether even if like, oh my, I don't know what to do, you're confused, or you just need motivation, you just need somebody to talk that life into you. Okay, every industry. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about coaching, business strategy. I'm going to be talking about personal branding. And I probably will be talking about that tomorrow because I need y'all, I need everybody to understand. Personal branding is a big thing. If you do not know what to do, brand yourself. We're about to get off of here. But if you do not know what business to start, brand yourself. Start showing up looking decent even though you're at home, and take that bonnet off. Even if you do not know how to apply makeup. Put on some lip gloss so your lips is not cracked and chapped on the camera. Get you some glueless wigs from Amazon if you're a female. And if you're a man and you do not have money to go to the barber, you go Walmart and you buy you a pair of clippers and you start shaving your head. Clean up yourself. Take care of your skin, ladies. Men too. This is not just for women, but predominantly I have a lot of women clients. Take care of your skin. You don't have to, if you don't want to go to an esthetician because you can't afford it, fine. If you can't afford it, fine. Take care of your skin. There's too many products out there. Too many products out there. Too many products out there. Not only that, guess what? One time, just book a consultation with an esthetician. One time. Ask all the questions and find out skincare regimen and products. And then you go buy your products and you take care of your skin if you don't want to go to a professional. There's YouTube. I believe in always going to a professional or booking a call. I believe in that because you're going to get, YouTube, sometimes it's people that don't have experience. They're just going out for their feelings and Google. And then sometimes it's true. So nothing is wrong with that. Check YouTube, check Google, check all that. But I need y'all to understand. I need y'all to know. Okay? Wherever you want to be, book that call. Stop being afraid to spend money on a consultation. No. Do the research. Find out if this person is credible. You don't just go booking a consultation with anybody. See their reviews. Find out if this person is credible. See if they have students that are talking about what the person have helped them with and whatever. Then you book a call. Why are you afraid to book a call? To educate yourself? You want free DM information? No. Stop that. Cut that out. Cut it out. I'm quick to tell you, you want to learn more? Click this link and pay $125. That's supposed to be increased already. But I'm just letting y'all know. Do not be scared to invest in yourself. Do not be scared to start the business. But if you are, get aligned. Get aligned. Brand yourself, baby. Before I do anything, Toia Wallace going to be branded. Because you may not remember Jace Laboratories and Screening. You may not remember Solo Getaways. You may not remember Gold Key Capital and Funding. You may not remember At the Closing Table. You may not remember Hydrate H2O. You may not remember, I just started this real estate development business, but I ain't put it out there yet. Altura Property Management, and the name is a Spanish name, so that's why. I don't want nobody knows me, but y'all get it first, but this is going to be deleted in 30 days, so it's okay. Altura Property Management. Like, let me tell you something. Y'all may not know all the business I'm doing, but guess what you know? Toia Wallace. And you're going to Google Toia Wallace, so you're going to go on IamToiaWallace.com, and then you'll figure out everything that I do. Brand yourself. Brand yourself. Tomorrow is going to be Make It Happen Mondays. I'm going to be talking about personal branding. When we talk about personal branding, make sure you're here. I think I'm going to come on either 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow. But y'all will know because the flyer will be posted. I think it's 8 o'clock. Let me scroll and look at my flyer. 7? Maybe 7 o'clock. I think it's 7 or 8. But don't worry, it will be posted. So either 7 or 8. But you ain't doing nothing. And you can watch me while you're driving on Facebook or TikTok. You can put me and just put up your phone, prop your phone and listen while you're driving, going to work, coming from work. If you're on break, tap in, watch the replay. But I will be tapping in tomorrow. This is every day. So some days I'll be in the morning like 10. That probably might only be Tuesdays and Saturdays. I don't know. But majority of the time I probably might do it in the evening because everybody's more relaxed. They're at home and stuff like that. And you could always watch the replay. But I'm going to be here tomorrow. It's going to be Make It Happen Mondays. We're going to be talking about business coaching and strategies. I just gave y'all a tad bit, just a little bit, but and personal branding. I need y'all to understand. You are a brand by yourself. Brand yourself. Do professional photo shoots. Brand yourself. Your name. Everybody, here's a homework. One thing I want you to do tonight, except praying to God and finding out what He wants you to do or whatever. But one project, one homework. Buy your domain name of your name. Go ahead and secure your name, www.tinasmith.com or www.iamtinasmith.com or www.sheistinasmith.com, www.tinasthecloser.com. I don't care. Tonight, go on namecheap.com, godaddy.com, purchase your domain name. Even if you might say, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Don't worry about that. By the end of these 30 days, you're going to have a personal brand. If you ain't got nothing else, you're going to have a personal brand. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead and secure your domain name. of your name. Purchase your name. Like Oprah, Oprah.com, that's her name. That's her name. She big. Your goal should be to be big. Your goal should be to elevate, to be in alignment, to do better, right? Your name's supposed to be great, right? Go ahead and purchase your domain name and make sure it's your name. Figure it out. Whether it's your first name, your last name together, she is, I am, he is, the such, whoever. Go ahead and secure your domain name. GoDaddy.com, Namecheap, that's NAMECHEAP.com. Go ahead and secure that. Go ahead and secure that. I will see you guys tomorrow around the same time. The flyer will drop tomorrow, so y'all will know exactly either 7 or 8 o'clock. Tomorrow we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Close here and now. Facebook, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.